Hey true believers, Sanglantine here. Now this is a bite-sized chunk of the live stream we did just a couple days ago. I want to tear it down for, for those that don't want to make the 2.5 hour commitment. Man, we're chatty bitches. Anyway, we talk about TV shows we love. Why does The Walking Dead get so much hate? We end up, of course, roasting the heck out of Aubrey Sitterson, and the man definitely deserves it, and Weaponized goes off on a rage. A nerd rage, one would say. And, of course, because it is us, and we can't have a classy talk without it breaking down all the way to the gutter, we end up talking about transgendered Transformers. Yep, that's the way we roll. There is no point that we do not need that ladder to climb up to the gutter. So I hope you enjoy. Kick back, relax, and here we go. We watch tons of TV, and but it's only like but we do certain shows. She likes comedy shows, so we'll just do them on a loop, or we'll watch some sort of manga she wants to introduce me. Community, How I Met Your Mother, and Scrubs could be on a loop, and she would be happy. Like those
pretty much the only things. TV shows. Pretty much the only things I watch anymore are Walking Dead because it's a habit at this point. Yeah, Pink. It's not that I think the show is bad right now, but it's not good enough to where I would initially be going out of my way to watch it if it were a new show. I mean, I really think the best season was the first season. I think their biggest problem is they have too many episodes to tell the stories they want to tell. I mean, really think they'd be more comfortable with 8-episode seasons versus what, 14?
I'd give it at least 12. There are like they decided to start doing these shows for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Definitely, you can mix other stories into them, and it would still hold the weight.
They still seem to be trying to find a balance between doing what the comics did and doing their own thing. And I like it when they do their own thing. I don't like I mean, who wants a page-for-page adaptation of something?
I agree with you on this. Now, I do appreciate them bringing in the characters, like, of course, Negan. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan is killing it as Negan. But
oh God,
I
yeah.
agree with you. Twist it. It's something new. I've got the comics, and I enjoy the comics. But there are certain things they have done that are just better in the show. Like, Carol's a far better character.
Oh God, yes.
And so is, and it's for that matter, so is Glenn. You left the Hangout link on. God dang it! I did it again. I left the Hangout link on Twitter rather than.
It strikes again.
We might get a surprise guest tonight. Cool with that. Hi, Pink. You're quiet. What's up?
Oh, I got home. My voice is a little weird. I think I'm gonna be sick. Anyways, Dan Slot blocked me on Instagram. It's like, what the heck? All I do on there is post my collages.
So he's just blocking you everywhere now.
Yeah.
Why
I don't
would
think
he
he liked my
like,
video.
what is?
He don't like me.
Yeah.
I retweet his stuff.
I'm not one who wears that as a badge. I'm like, ooh, look, somebody blocked me. But I always wonder, why?
It's like all I did on there was post collages. It's funny. It's like he's scared of me or something.
The thing is, Englentine, is it's not that anybody's like happy to be blocked. It's a kind of an inside joke.
Oh, Nerdy Texan, if you wanted to join, that'd be cool. It's up to you. But actually, I got blocked for following Cummings and DNC.
That's what
I didn't get hit in that block wave.
That's actually why I stopped following them on Twitter, is because I just realized everybody just for knowing. And, if you're going to YouTube channel, it's good to have access to the people who make the comic books. So it doesn't matter. Whatever they say, you're going to have somebody retweeting it. So I figured, okay.
Yeah.
Way I stopped getting blocked.
I repost Dan's stuff all the time, but he hasn't tweeted in forever. It's weird.
Wow.
I mean, for a while I stopped following him as well. I stopped following him for a while as well, just because I was tired of the block waves. Because I got blocked by Antos and Mags because of the block waves. I'm like, okay, well, who the hell else is going to hit me in a block wave because of this? So I unfollowed him because, like you said, everybody retweets what he sees. So I'm going to see it anyway. I'm going to be able to,
Yeah.
you know, stay on top of that anyway. But then I'm like, oh God, who the fuck cares anymore? It's gonna. I'm basically perma-blocked from everyone anyway. So what the fuck? Who cares?
I've gotten reinstated. I don't know what you call it by Heather Antos. And
Oh yeah, she did a huge unblock wave.
Dan Slott, I blocked myself because if you follow him, hey guys, I did Silver Surfer today. Oh, fuck it, Donald Trump sucks. And then that's all you get for like 150 tweets, and it's gross tiresome.
Yeah, it just gets really like that's the same. I have that same problem with my uncle. My uncle is basically fucking Dan. He's Dan Slott. Okay, literally. They look alike.
Please tell me your uncle is fucking Dan Slott.
I kind of want that to happen because then maybe I could like have an in with Dan Slott and like, you know, yell at him or something. But like, he's the exact same way. Trump, 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 Trump. I'm like, dude, when the fuck are you going to start talking about baseball again? Trump, 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 Trump. Hey, how about like, you know, Charlie Chaplin? And then again on Thanksgiving, Trump, 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 Trump. Hey, you know, we're watching a baseball game. Can you like watch the game?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, okay, so we got other voices on. And
Yeah,
we've
we
got
do.
one Nerd Wonder.
Yeah, I would. You guys
I'm
were
hearing
just so
because the
weird.
icon hasn't appeared yet.
Oh, Nerdy
Let's
takes
say
an account.
this. Slot's not as bad as
Oh, we got
Rucka.
Nerdy account.
I
Who,
quit
Rucka?
following Greg Rucka.
Right.
It was nonstop.
Is it because he's got a lesbian fetish?
Sorry.
No, it was just political tweets. I don't know. It was just nonstop. Worse than Slot, amazingly. And he didn't block me, which he doesn't block Chainer. Last I checked. I'm gonna check now.
Yeah.
I don't follow anyone that just does that nonstop. Like, I may like
Yeah.
your writing. The only one I did it for was Jerry Conway, but he put way too many. He did a lot of liberal versus Republican stuff on his too. But sometimes he would put in nice comments, though. That was sweet. But yeah, I'm just like, if you're not going to go and talk about your book, if you're not going to talk about your regular life and instead talk about politics, I don't need to be with you. I can go to the news to listen to this all the time.
Yeah.
So screw this.
Or at least they could, if they're writers, they can write something clever, maybe, not just, he sucks.
Well, he could totally write about everything else. Like, look at Stephen King would sometimes write on his Twitter. It was always about his dog. Like, what was the name? Linda, the face of evil. And it's like, today, Linda dug up a bone in the backyard. I am onto you, Linda. I know that's the bones of the previous owners of this house that you have murdered. And he would just like write all these crazy things about his dog and what his dog did today, but put in a dark, evil thing inside there. Where it's like, I know.
So
I'm
what
on
about
to you.
Trump? If you don't like his, but yeah, give us some entertainment if you're going to tell him because we know news anymore because it's the same as yesterday. Whatever happened today is Trump's fault. He sucks.
It's just like
There you
with
go.
Obama when he was in. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember Thanks
Yeah.
Obama? Yeah, we had this. So I don't care. I hated it then and I hate it now, and everybody's just gotta shut up.
Aubrey Sitterson decided to blame everybody but himself for the loss of his G.I. Joe
Oh, maybe
comic book.
it's almost as if his whole entire tweets about how you shouldn't mourn 9/11.
Well, yeah, that I think did more to lose his readers than anything else.
Oh, it did. That was the death. Like, we may have had, I mean, maybe some people had a hand in it, but let's face it, you scream that and it's exposed, you are done.
I'm getting a lot of comments on the video I did about how everything just seems to be out of spite that he writes. It's not out of love for the G.I. Joe characters.
Oh my God. I just found this hilarious fucking tweet from Mark Wade. I just found, just popped up. The strong protect the weak. That's the rule. If you have the ability, you have the responsibility. The world's simply a better place when we have each other's backs. I'm like,
Did you see my retweet?
Dude,
I was like,
you are
"Do
the
see women
weakest."
as weak?"
like Wade is the weakest
Yeah.
little fucking bitch. I would
I
never
love
want
this.
Wade to watch my back in
Oh.
anything.
I can't see him as being
you say-
the person that protects the weak, because we all knew what he did with that 20-year-old girl.
Ew.
He
So, nerdy
protected that
accountant, I
weak
saw your
No.
protecting the weak. Yeah, I get it.
I saw your comment. You feel out of place here. What's up?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's just simply this is actually my very first stream, so
Well, tell us what makes a nerdy accountant.
well, I am still in college right now,
Tick.
but I actually am getting my master's degree in accounting. So
Okay, so you're a nerdy accountant on deck, so to speak.
yep, and I'm actually trying to find out, looking into Disney's 10K to try to figure out how much their money is coming from the comic book sales and all Marvels, because
Mm-hmm.
I just wish it was a little bit more
if you do
detailed. Like if it was
have a
iPad,
YouTube channel.
I do have a channel per se. That's how I'm able to comment. But
Yeah, but you don't do videos.
I actually did create one video. I just haven't posted it because it's not very good.
Oh, just kind of like the first 10 videos of everybody here.
Yeah.
Nobody's first video is very good. Holy crap!
We'll post it.
Mine was
on
in
Windows
front
Movie
of-
Maker.
Mine is just done by phone. They still are.
on camera doing an unboxing of like a DC thing, the DC Funko thing they've got. It was so fucking awkward. It was the worst green screen because I got a Adobe Pro. It was so horribly bad. The best thing, if you really want to start a YouTube channel, the best thing to do is start it. It's gonna be like that's gonna be your number one word, but after a while it's yeah.
I was actually
Enema?
Enema,
keep
yes.
the thumbs down for a while.
I actually used to, and now it's just the stuttering is part of the charm, I hope. There's like 20 or 30 seconds worth of, yeah. Hey, Eddie is here. So Eddie Brewer, he says, please start over. Okay. Well, we were talking about Eddie Brewer in the last, figure we would continue here. No, just kidding.
Yeah, we spent quite a bit amount of time just, tearing them apart, I think.
Wait,
No, it was
are
a
we talking
full-on roast.
about? Oh, you mean
No, there's a
Michael?
comment that says Eddie's here, so start over.
I mean, whoever made the comments about the dog dicks, that was just incredible.
Man, I missed out on so much.
I mean, whoever made the comments about the dog dicks, that was just incredible. Oh, who's got the huge echo there?
His first video was a shitty crystal opening in a contest champions on the West Coast or something. I'm on the East. Me and Rage are in Florida.
Me and accountant are in Texas.
Hey, somebody else joined in.
What up, people?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. What's up? What's up, people?
Did you get in on the mistake there, brother?
Yeah, I did. I was like, why not?
Yes.
Well,
Jump in.
I deleted it. So running 6 people. That's a big thing there. I hope welcome people, but 6 after that, you're kind of getting into mob rules.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'll probably need to dip out anyway. I got family and so forth. But
You
I
got
will be
video
tomorrow.
games to play. It's not about family. We know Nerd Wonder.
Listen, I got a Nintendo Switch and my brother is just beating me on Legend of Zelda. Okay, and I have Mario Odyssey, and my other brother is in that one.
She has practice to do. But yeah, we're talking about basically all the crazy stuff that the comic book creators are doing, going from one to the other.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen all
Yeah,
of it.
we're talking about and his inability to take responsibility for what he has said and done.
Oh, okay.
I truly believe it's because he feels he's the righteous man here. Everybody who is not at ground level during 9/11 should have no reason to mourn.
See, that was just
And he's saying he's the arbiter of who gets to mourn 9/11.
He gets to decide.
He can suck my dick.
I have family from New York. He's not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I think anybody can feel stuff, you know, especially if you do have friends from a certain place.
I just found the most perfect quote to sum up everything that we have ever been fucking saying.
Okay, yeah.
It came from Ed fucking Greenwood. The Greenbeard delivers yet again. He says, reality destroys, fantasy heals. That's why I choose to write fantasy.
That's
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah, that's good.
A ton. Oh shit, that really is deep.
Doctor says that Aubrey is a vagina. Wade can't find his fleshlight. Slot having a skin thickness that can't stop alpha radiation particles. Ooh, he started off low class, ends up in the science field.
Wow.
Good message.
Well, you know,
there.
they love the science down there in Marvel. They love the science. They don't understand it, but they love it.
Yeah. Now, I did read something. Somebody posted this long rant about why he supports Aubrey Sitterson. And here's something I found very funny. He says, everybody wants him fired because he said this. And everybody wants him to lose his books because he said the thing about 9/11. And then he says this line, phrasing, because I do not have it in front of me. This is America, and we have freedom of speech, and everybody should be able to say what they want, do what they want, and feel how they want. And I'm thinking, you mean like without somebody jumping down their throats because they're from Nebraska? Right away, the guy contradicts everything about Aubrey Sitterson. He says, yes, Aubrey Sitterson is wrong right after he writes damn near 2 pages worth of stuff supporting him.
It's like, you want to know what always...
We want to know what Nerd Wonder thinks.
Oh, sorry. I thought... I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's kind of like, remember the biggest issue that happened, that first time I ever heard of an over backlash on Twitter was a woman who was going to Africa, right? And she wrote that thing, it's like going to Africa, hopefully I don't get AIDS, LOL. And she got into serious trouble over that, and she got fired, like, from her job immediately.
I heard that on the news.
Yeah, it was like a big issue because
that is
she was representing her company no matter what.
Oh, that's internet rage for you. We make YouTube channels off of it.
They completely want to escape from the fact that there is a fucking AIDS pandemic over there. Sorry, epidemic. They completely want to ignore the fact that there was an Ebola epidemic. I mean, these people do not have the slightest grasp on reality.
No, but I also understand why a company wanted to fire her, but it's like, it's so weird that I see the same things happening in Marvel in these comics, like you can't mourn 9/11, and I'm like, you know, this is kind of the same situation that happened with that woman who got her butt fired for doing that, and yet I still see these people still having jobs. Like, let's go kill all these people. That nobody wants to go talk about this. Nobody wants to go.
Well, I think IDW handled it well. They put everything on pause to see how this would fly, and unfortunately for Aubrey, he did not shut the fuck up. And what ended up happening is he dug a hole more deep and more deep. We got to cancel you. We can't have you here. We can't do this. Now they may just let it, because they said be quiet about it. Let it pass over. Let it pass over. And if he had done that, it would have sold, but he didn't.
And then he flat out ignored them and did the interview with Bleeding Cool. And even in the interview says, well, I'm not really supposed to be talking about this stuff, but...
You say that on your... Like, okay. I didn't know because I don't follow Bleeding Cool anymore. But, so he did an interview with them. What was he doing? Bashing the fans or something?
No, he wasn't supposed to be talking about Scarlet Strike Force at all.
Oh.
IDW seemed to want to be burying the entire book because it sold like shit. And comic stores were not ordering it. They wanted nothing to do with Sitterson because they knew it wasn't going to fucking sell. And they probably didn't have the highest of faith, considering that the title fucking character wasn't even on the cover for issue 1 of the book. And then Sitterson went on this goddamn rant about it on Twitter where he's like, oh, it was the fans' fault that it got canceled. The fans didn't want to buy it. No shit, nobody wanted to fucking buy it. You've got these G.I. Joe characters running around fighting ant people. That's not why people read G.I. Joe.
Bro,
He has fans? Excuse me.
they're fighting ant people now?
People like Mags.
ant people.
Like I remember back then, she's like, "Oh, support this petition or for something for Sitterson," and I tweeted like, "Join the roasted by DNC for doing bad things club."
I'm just blown that
Or-
G.I. Joe's been reduced to fighting ant people. That's actually sad. That's the
Like,
saddest
are
thing I've
they-
ever heard.
Actually, yeah. Can I ask a question about the ant people? Are they like super tiny, or are they people with like ant heads? I need to know.
They were like 3-foot tall bipedal ants wearing military helmets. I'm not making this up.
This is Doctor Who levels of weirdness.
Well, he said that since he didn't want to follow military, he wanted to take GI Joe to its extremes because it itself is supposed to be some sort of bizarre science fiction world.
It's a military series.
It's a military
Yeah.
book. You got Cobra Commander fighting the Joes.
I think he likes the military too much.
Yes, we get it. The good guys are American patriots. The bad guys are snakes. They oversell that, by the way. Oh, what do we got here? We got Aubrey knows his best bet actually have a career beyond this is to get his ass fired for pissing off Hasbro and IDW. That's one way to get a career.
I think Aubrey Sitterson will be fired very soon. I don't know. I just feel that he should be fired because he cost Hasbro, I'm pretty sure, a lot of publicity to get maybe G.I. Joe back into some sort of mainstream, and you get your book canceled. So
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
they picked the wrong writer, and has been they really do put out books with I guess you would call them social issues. Aren't a lot of them aren't slap you in the face. Some of them are, and unfortunately, the ones that deal with Hasbro. Transformer had a transsexual robot. What?
oh yeah, the Transformers thing where one of
We
the
need Maruyashi to talk about that one.
where
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
Transformers became transgendered apparently, which
I
makes
think,
no sense to me.
That always
So
confused me with
it's
the-
grounded in the canon, according to people who know a lot more about Transformers than I do. That is actually grounded in old school canon, so
Okay,
it does
so
exist.
it's fine.
but the fans hate it because the character is so stupid. They were like, "You just did this just because the character is so annoying and poorly written." So
Now,
that-
this thread, I want to focus on the comic book creators and what we're talking about. I'm reading in the comments here, and the doctor's coming up with some gems here. If he gets fired, he can get that controversial creator label to get himself another gig somewhere else. So there you go, true believers. A little bit of our live stream there. What did you think? What do you think about what we said about the topics, and what do you think about the topics themselves? Let us know in the comments below. I know we're not fallible, and sometimes we just kind of break down a little bit when we're talking in the live chat. That's the way we roll. We start below the gutter and we climb right up to it to dick and fart jokes, or in this case, transgendered Transformers. I never knew they existed. Anyway, yeah, if you like the video, click like, share, of course, get the word out about the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe. Also, we do have a Patreon and a VIDME, so if you don't mind, go on over, drop $1 in the till. There's links in the description below. We'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of our true believers who are more than meets the eye, we thank you very, very much for watching.
I know you're gonna dig this. Dig this. Dig this.